Hello students. In today's class we are going to discuss about structuralism. Actually structuralism was propounded by the famous Swiss linguist Ferdinand de Saussure. So one important feature of structuralism is that things cannot be understood in isolation. Every text or thing is a part of a larger structure. Here what Saussure wants to say that whatever thing or literature we are discussing is is a part of a larger structure. We cannot see or evaluate things in isolation. When we are talking about the state of Karnataka or Rajasthan, whatever it is, we have to consider not only about Karnataka or Rajasthan, but we have to consider all the problems of India as a whole. This is what Saussure wants to say, that things cannot be understood in isolation. If we want to analyze a novel or poem, we have to consider the larger structure of novel or poem in which this novel is a part of. That means when we are discussing or analyzing, for example, Sylvia Plath's poem Daddy, we have to consider uh, poem as a whole. We have to think that Daddy is part of the whole structure of the larger structure of poems, and we have to think according to that. We don't need to take that poem alone as a literary piece. There is a in structuralism we can say that there is a larger structure which encompasses the smaller structure. Next feature of structuralism is arbitrariness of language. Arbitrariness of language is very important because it shows the very feature or very character of language. There is, according to structuralism, there is no relation between the words and its meaning. A word gets its meaning through cultural and linguistic conventions. So here what structuralists want to say that there is, if a word is cat, and there is no relation between that word cat and original cat, we can say that structuralism challenge the belief that literature or text or any sign reflects a given reality. Or we can explain it as like, when we think about a bride, we usually think about Indian bride. But when an American thinks about a bride, he usually thinks about an American bride, and there will be lots of differences between Indian brides and American brides. First thing is in their dressing. So, and another example is when we think about a cat or a dog, we will think it according to our expectations. For some people a cat will be a Pomeranian, a dog will be a Pomeranian dog, and for some people it will be a local breed. So this is the difference between a word and a mental concept, and this is the feature of arbitrariness of language. What we think may be different from what others think. This is the concept of arbitrariness, and this arbitrariness is the main structure of structuralism. It can be discussed as systematic nature of language. Structuralism is basically concerned with the production of meaning. Through science and signification only we can produce meaning. Here, what Sashu wants to say that every word is a sign, and this sign has two parts: signifier and signified. Signifier is the word or sound behind any word, and signified is the mental concept behind that word or signifier. That means whenever we we say something about a rose, that is a signifier. That word is a signifier, and the concept that which comes when we hear the word rose is called a signified. When we hear the word or signifier, it will take our mind to the concept or signified. Signified will change according to culture and tradition. This is what we can call as the arbitrariness of language. Relational theory of language. There are difference between words. Actually, how we get the meaning of a word is from the differences between words. There is a difference in the structures of word, and this difference only gives us meaning for that word. Meaning comes from the differences in word. When we utter the word cap and tap, there is a difference in pronunciation and meaning. It's because there is a difference in the structure of words. This difference in the structure of words gives the meaning. This difference comes to our mind through long use of these words. So this differences in the signifiers or the signifieds comes to our mind because they are culturally construct.